I wanted to make this video just to kind of walk you through how the site is organized. So, and I say this, and I'm not um, the way that this model works basically for teaching this class is, um, I'm a PhD in economics, so I obviously know the material. Um, but the way that the university structures the course is that it's got a fixed structure um, that limits what I can kind of do in terms of like these tabs and even the content within the tabs. In some sense, um, I'm given a structure and I work around that structure. Now, I say that not to um, not as a criticism, but I say it as um, a way to kind of help you understand why sometimes the resources I provide are so different than what's on the site. So that way you have an understanding. Um, Keep in mind, if you follow what's going on in the site and you completely ignore things that I post, you'll still be fine. The assessments and whatnot are designed around what's on the course site. What I provide might help you understand the material a little bit better, which in turn would help you do well in the course as well. Unfortunately, I'm just not able to integrate things as tightly. So I really want you to watch this video though, because I'm going to walk you through both the structure of the course and then the things that I provided as well. Okay, so let's start first with the syllabus. So the syllabus would be here on the syllabus tab, and you would have that syllabus here. Again, the syllabus is largely given to me. Um, I don't provide a great deal of unique elements to it. In fact, I don't provide any unique elements to it. Um, it's in some sense my job to just enforce that the syllabus is followed and that it's got updated dates for you. Now, contained within this syllabus, um, in my opinion, in a very um, less than clear fashion, is all of the things you've got to do. And I just didn't think that was clear. So, if you go to announcements, you will see that I created a document called a to do document. I strongly encourage you to download this document. It's helpful to have at your desk or wherever you do your work or on your computer because what it does is it provides you week by week a checklist, and you can um, at least as a Google Doc, you can cross them out, or this is a PDF, but you can cross off things as you complete them. And I've got the updated dates in there, and that way you'll know that you completed everything that you're supposed to complete. And it's pretty easy to follow. It's 2 pages long, so um, there's a consistency to the way that it's structured. Um, but I think there's also a simplicity is that you've got a 2 page document that ensures that you did everything you need to do. This is not an official to-do list. The reason why it's an announcement is because it's not technically part of the course. It's what I made for you to help you do well in this course. And so that's a PDF. Then let's go back to the syllabus. In the syllabus as well is the textbook requirement. So what the makers of this course determined was that we would have the N. Gregory Mankiw book, which is actually a very good book. Um, that the homework assignments would come from the book. So the book is very easy to read, and I think it's a very useful book. I make a video in announcements. So going back to announcements again, I made a video to talk you through what you need to do for the textbook. You can buy a print edition, you can buy it from the bookstore, you can rent it from Amazon. I don't care, but you can get it pretty cheap if you're just looking for access for the semester. And you're basically getting two things. You're getting a copy of the book that you can read to understand the material better, and you're getting the homework assignments that you're going to do for this course. Okay, going back to announcements. And then the last thing, I really want you to not miss this, is that in announcements, I posted lectures that I made. Again, unfortunately, I can't post them in our Sakai site. I'm not permitted to do that. But no one can stop me from posting an announcement and putting whatever I want in the announcement, or so I'm told. Um, so, as a professor, I've taught for now 17 years, and I've used this book. I'm using this book right now, and I just don't think it's fair that I shouldn't be able to share my lectures with you if they help you understand the material better. So, um, they're not required. You don't have to. You could totally ignore this if you want to, but um, I th- I think it would help you understand the material better um, watching it than not watching it. I was careful in my comparison there. If you watch it rather than not watch it, I think you'll understand the material better. So there's two documents here. Let's talk about both of these. First one is I give you the lecture slides. So you'd be able to click on this link and it will download it as a PDF. And you should be able to all access it. If you can't, tell me. And then I have my lecture where I walk through the slides, slide by slide, and I talk about it right on the slides and just walk through it. Now, these are like 1 hour. See, in this case, it's a 1 hour lecture. Yeah, I understand it's going to take you a bit of time to go through things, but it may help you understand the material better. Um, there's like one or two or three of these that I need to make the lecture for this course. So those don't appear yet, but I will go back and make those. And this is a document you can download, a Google Doc that you can download, and download those links. And then I have a video where I talk about how to access them. But I guess this video is doing the same thing. Okay, and then we got the modules. So thank you everyone for being patient with me while I worked through the forums issue. But again, in a typical module, I it keeps making me sound like I'm the guy who says it wasn't me. Um, I did not make these modules. I'm not allowed to alter the content of the modules. So keep that in mind. I do not alter the modules. I'm not allowed to alter the modules. As a result, no, this one doesn't have it, but there's some where even the links are dead. Dude, I'm not responsible. I wish I could fix it. I really wish I could fix it for you, but I cannot. With that said, I don't. There's nothing wrong with these videos. Some of them I think do a pretty good job. Um, but it's a little bit. Um, how should I say this? If you want to, learn about a chapter, you wouldn't just start learning by CPI because you'd be like, what is that? What's the whole point of this chapter? That's why a chapter typically starts off with like some introduction slides where it's like, why are we looking at this? What are we looking at? Then they would jump into CPI. Here, you're not really getting that. And also, too, I think that you all, as students in this class with me as the professor, deserve to hear me, my voice, my knowledge, talking about the subject. So that's another reason why I made the lectures. Unfortunately, you cannot ignore these completely because there are discussion questions that are linked to this video. With that said, um, in terms of my assessment of you, I care that you understand the material, not necessarily that you watch the video. I just want you to understand the material. As long as I keep getting a sense from each of you that you understand the material, there's a part of me that doesn't really care whether you specifically watched a specific video. Um, it's just the way it is, I guess. Okay, so then we've got our discussion forums. All of these should be available to you to do. And then there's homeworks where the solutions will appear to you once that you complete the homework. The homeworks will be graded by me. And you would have those here. And it tells you which ones that you're needing to do. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. And for chapter 12, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Under assignments, you would see these with the submissions being posted here. Okay. I hope this helps you kind of navigate the site, and I hope it also emphasizes what I tried to add to the course without officially adding it. I'm hoping that you're not going to miss this video as well, besides the announcements, and that you'll see the things that I posted, and that things will be a little bit, let's say, easier to understand. Okay. Let me know if anything seems unclear.